Make it happen, turning plans into opportunities and streamlined job search strategies. Effective methods to enhance your job search success. Today's presentation is about making it happen, how to research the labour market, find opportunities, and how to develop a strategy to approach recruitment and selection processes. Before you start taking action and applying for jobs, it can be useful to reflect on where you are now, what you're hoping to achieve, and also set some targets to keep yourself motivated. Effective job searching is not just about chance, volume, or luck, but about proper planning and execution. Turning plans and applications into opportunities requires focus. You must see yourself as being a manager. That is, a manager of your own career path and destination, and proactively applying rather than sitting waiting for responses. A clear sense of purpose helps you focus on roles that align with your skills, interests, and values, which in turn improves motivation and decision making throughout the process. Once you understand what you are aiming for and why, you are more likely to invest time in higher quality applications and meaningful networking conversations. Rather than reacting to every vacancy that appears online, a strategic job search begins with reflection on career direction, strengths and constraints such as location, salary needs or visa requirements. This clarity enables you to prioritise opportunities with the strongest fit, increasing the likelihood of positive outcomes. Research and employer feedback consistently show that targeted, well-researched applications are more compelling than generic submissions, both to applicant tracking systems and to human reviewers. This presentation also outlines that your job search is a structured process with repeatable steps. By breaking the search into manageable components, planning, applications, networking, reflection, and resilience, it can help you whilst job hunting to be less overwhelmed and maintain momentum over time. With the right approach, candidates can potentially influence outcomes, learn from setbacks, and steadily convert effort into opportunity. This approach will help you alongside using the tools and guidance provided in the later slides. A structured job search strategy provides focus, efficiency, and resilience in what can otherwise feel like an uncertain and emotionally demanding process. Without a clear strategy, you run the risk of reacting rather than being proactive, such as applying to large numbers of roles with little tailoring or relying solely on online job boards. While this can create a sense of activity, it rarely produces strong results. A defined strategy helps clarify goals, identify priority employers, and allocate time more effectively across applications, networking, and skill development. One major benefit of a strategic approach is improved quality of applications. By identifying target roles and sectors in advance, you can tailor CVs and cover letters to highlight the most relevant skills and achievements. This alignment increases success with applicant tracking systems and demonstrates clear motivation to employers. Additionally, a strategy encourages use of multiple channels, including recruitment agencies, professional networks, and speculative applications, reducing an over-reliance on highly competitive advertised roles. Equally important is the impact on your confidence and resilience. Job searching inevitably involves rejection or non-response, which can undermine motivation if this is all you focus on. A proper strategy helps you see success in terms of consistent actions, such as weekly applications sent, networking conversations held, or profile improvements made. This sense of progress helps support well-being and persistence, particularly for graduates, career changers, or individuals facing redundancy. Ultimately, a job search strategy transforms effort into learning, learning into improvement, and improvement into opportunity, making it a foundation for long-term career success. Creating a personal job search plan, writing strong CVs and applications. Creating a personal job search plan begins with clarity about career goals and constraints. Think about the types of roles you're seeking by considering job titles, industries, locations, working patterns, and salary expectations. This clarity allows you to assess opportunities quickly and avoid spending time on roles that do not align with your priorities. Developing 2 or 3 ideal role profiles can be particularly useful, as these act as reference points when reviewing vacancies or speaking with employers. Look at job sectors on prospects or career sectors on target jobs. Maybe you have heard mention of a job title and want to find out more. Job profiles on prospects is a great resource in identifying responsibilities, skills needed, as well as salary indicators. Once target roles are defined, your plan should identify the most appropriate job search channels. These typically include online job boards, company career pages, recruitment agencies, professional associations, and direct employer outreach. Each channel can play a different role. For example, job boards provide market visibility, while networking and speculative approaches often lead to less competitive opportunities or the hidden job market. A balanced plan deliberately incorporates several channels to maximise reach and reduce dependency on any single source. Time management is another critical element. Treating the job search like a structured project helps maintain consistency and accountability. Setting weekly goals such as a specific number of tailored applications, networking messages, or skills development activities provides measurable progress indicators. Tracking applications and contacts in a simple spreadsheet or tool supports timely follow-ups and reflection on what is working. We would recommend being flexible, reviewing your search regularly, and adjusting it based on feedback and outcomes, enabling you to stay focused while adapting to changing market conditions. CVs and applications are your own marketing documents designed to communicate value. They're not just a record of qualifications and employment history. Employers typically spend limited time reviewing each application, so clarity, relevance, and impact are essential. A strong CV prioritises skills, achievements, and experiences that directly relate to the role rather than listing responsibilities in detail. Using measurable outcomes such as improvements delivered or targets achieved helps demonstrate capability and credibility. Tailoring your applications is particularly important in modern recruitment processes where applicant tracking systems are commonly used. These systems scan applications for keywords and phrases linked to the job description. By analysing role requirements and reflecting similar language in your CV and cover letter, you improve your chance of passing initial screening. Effective tailoring also signals genuine interest and effort to human reviewers, differentiating the application from generic submissions. Application forms and supporting statements require structured, evidence-based responses. Techniques such as the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, help you present your clear and concise examples of competence. Attention to presentation is equally important. Consistent formatting, clear headings, and spelling error-free writing enhance readability and professionalism. Collectively, these practices ensure that CVs and applications tell a coherent story of suitability and potential, increasing the likelihood of interviews and positive employer engagement. Using LinkedIn strategically, understanding the hidden job market. LinkedIn is a central tool in modern recruitment, functioning as both a digital CV and a professional networking platform. A complete and well-written profile increases visibility to recruiters and hiring managers who do sometimes actively search the platform for potential candidates. Key elements include a clear headline, a concise but engaging summary, detailed experience descriptions aligned with your CV, and a professional profile photo. Customizing the profile URL can further enhance credibility and ease of sharing. Beyond your profile, LinkedIn is most effectively when used actively. Regular engagement, such as sharing industry-related content, commenting thoughtfully on posts, or celebrating professional milestones, increases visibility within relevant networks. This activity demonstrates genuine interest in a field and helps you stay in the spotlight for recruiters and contacts. Strategic networking is also essential. Personalised connection requests that reference shared interests, organisations, or events are far more effective than generic messages. LinkedIn also provides access to learning and opportunity discovery. Job alerts, company pages, alumni groups, and LinkedIn learning courses support both immediate job searching and long-term career development. Used intentionally, LinkedIn positions you as an engaged professional, enabling you to build relationships, access insights, and uncover opportunities that may not be advertised elsewhere. The hidden job market refers to roles that are filled through networks, referrals, or speculative approaches rather than public advertising. Many employers, particularly small and medium-sized organisations, prefer to recruit through trusted contacts to save time and reduce risk. As a result, if you rely solely on advertised vacancies, you may miss a significant proportion of available opportunities. Networking is the primary way to access this hidden market. Effective networking focuses on building genuine professional relationships rather than directly asking for a job. Informal conversations where you seek advice or insight into an organisation or role are especially valuable. These discussions help build rapport and often lead to referrals or early awareness of upcoming vacancies. Networking also supports learning and confidence. Speaking with professionals in target roles provides insight into skill requirements, career paths, and organisational culture, which can inform applications and interview preparation. Importantly, networking should be viewed as an ongoing activity, not just something undertaken during unemployment. By consistently maintaining relationships, you create long-term networks that can generate opportunities over time. Practical tools and actions. Job search checklists and organisation, where and how to look for opportunities. Job search checklists and tracking tools help translate intention into consistent action. A checklist encourages the consideration of key areas such as goals, quality of CV, LinkedIn effectiveness, and networking activity. By reviewing these elements regularly, you can quickly identify gaps and prioritise improvement actions. Organisation is particularly important when managing multiple applications and contacts. Keeping records of applications, deadlines, follow-ups, and outcomes reduces duplication and supports professional communication. This structured approach also enables reflection on patterns, such as which types of roles generate interviews or where feedback indicates recurring weakness. Checklists are most effective when used consistently. Weekly reviews help maintain momentum, especially during longer searches, and shift focus from outcomes to controllable actions. In group or workshop settings, shared checklist activities also promote peer learning and reassurance, as participants recognise common challenges. Overall, these tools reinforce the idea that successful job searching is intentional, measurable, and driven by small, repeatable steps. Knowing where and how to look for opportunities is essential for an effective job search. Graduate-focused job boards, company career pages, and public sector portals provide access to structured programs and entry-level roles. Recruitment agencies can offer additional support, particularly for specialist or short-notice positions, while our own career service platform often provides specially selected listings and events. Beyond formal listings, engage with opportunities to interact directly with employers. Careers fairs, open days, employer presentations, and networking events allow you the opportunity to learn about organisations, ask informed questions, and make personal connections. These interactions often provide insights that can help strengthen your applications and interviews. Speculative applications are another valuable approach. By researching organisations of interest and contacting named individuals with a concise, enthusiastic message, you can potentially find or create opportunities where none were advertised. This method requires more preparation and professionalism, but can be particularly effective for smaller organisations. Overall, a broad and proactive approach to opportunity discovery increases opportunity to exposure, reduces competition, and supports informed career decision making. Timing, support, and resilience. When to apply and getting support, dealing with rejection, and building resilience. Understanding recruitment timelines helps you plan applications strategically. Large graduate schemes typically open in autumn for the following year, while smaller organisations and immediate start roles recruit closer to the start date. Maintaining awareness of these cycles reduces missed opportunities and unnecessary pressure. Support plays a critical role in navigating the job search effectively. Careers services offer guidance on CVs, applications, interviews and assessment centres, while platforms such as eHub and workshops provide access to resources and employer insights. Digital tools, including AI-based support, can assist with drafting and preparation when used thoughtfully. But seeking support is a sign of professionalism rather than weakness. By combining timely application with informed guidance, candidates improve quality, confidence and outcomes through the job search process. The career service at RGU is available to you beyond graduation. We can offer advice and guidance on job applications in person or remotely. Rejection is a common and expected part of the job search, particularly for competitive graduate and entry-level roles. Experiencing setbacks does not indicate a lack of ability. Outcomes are often influenced by timing, fit, and volume of applicants. Viewing rejection as feedback rather than failure supports long-term resilience. Where possible, try and seek feedback to identify areas for improvement, such as interview technique or application clarity. Reflecting on experiences helps you tailor future approaches, for example, strengthening examples or developing new skills. Broadening the search to include internships, temporary roles, volunteering, or smaller organisations can also create valuable experience and momentum. Maintaining resilience requires realistic expectations and structured routines. Setting weekly goals, continuing networking, and investing in skills development helps sustain progress. Over time, persistence and adaptability turn challenges into learning opportunities, reinforcing the central message that careers are rarely linear and that consistent effort leads to growth and opportunity. Useful resources. This is an example of how one recent graduate tracked their applications. While this could seem excessive and overly complicated to many people, it can be essential to your job search. It's much easier to keep track of who and what you have applied for using a tool like this. Many jobs are posted across multiple locations, and the last thing you want to do is spend hours tailoring your CV and cover letter for a job already applied for. It allows you to gather some market research on the titles of roles that are being advertised. Sometimes different employers use different words, and it can also help you understand where to undertake further learning and perhaps undertake courses in specific areas that are common across multiple employers. This can potentially better your chances and improve skills. By recording this data, it can show if companies are just reposting the same job months apart at a time. If you see the same role at the same company numerous times in a short time frame, it can make you ask questions and wonder, is the company expanding? Is there a high staff turnover? Or is the company simply CV harvesting? This data can show certain time periods of the year where there are more job vacancies, where you should look for roles or vacancies, and the increase of a particular job title. These are just a few websites which you may find useful in your job search. RGU eHub jobs page links to job vacancies advertised with our industry partners, which you may or may not find advertised elsewhere. The subject-specific pages link to useful information about options with your degree and relevant job search pages. And the recruitment agencies page takes you to recruitment agencies divided by subject area within Aberdeen, although Googling recruitment agencies will help you find any others or other areas.